Alright, welcome back everyone. Happy Friday. And we've got some Monster Train. We'll go ahead and jump in. The cats are still eating, it looks like. Split's at her bowl. I can't see Mikey. So I'll just assume that they're still eating. Split came in here for like a half a second, and then she hopped back down to go check out her food bowl again. That's pretty normal for her. Mikey's just trying to get any food that he can. He'll finish his bowl, and then he'll try to take hers. There we go. I had to mess with my volume. There we go. That might be a little loud on my end. Okay. So we are on 19. Okay, so we got regular Hellhorn and regular Stygian. Melee weakness. Melee weakness isn't fun. We got Fell. Let's see, what are you doing? Okay, so garbage in the deck, that's okay. And then enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. Okay. Okay. We can see how that works. We got 2 Molten Imps. 2 Flash Freezes, which is his targeted damage, which is nice. And the Frostbite is also nice. And we have an Impressive. Which is good, I feel. Because it'll give us a way to get rid of any imps. Plus, we got Frozen Lances, we got Torches, so we got a lot of spells. We got damage for the front, we got damage that's targeted. I don't know. Melee weakness is always really difficult for me to get around. What relics would I like to see? Let's see, this is just gold. I'll probably still take it, just to see if maybe we can get, I don't know, some super unit and go nuts at the Merchant of Steel, maybe. Give me, like, what is it? The Demon's Javelin or something? Friendly units enter with Rage 3. That's what? 6 extra damage? Or playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on that floor. This is more, I feel, so just thinking about it as far as like the timeline of the game is concerned, this would be useful early game because most units will have like between 1 and 5 HP, depending on how many pack shards you have. They'll, actually have more, and then this will be worthless. But as we get up, or I guess further down into the run, this becomes essentially useless. In which case, this will be beneficial every time. So, like, that would go well with, like, the multi-strike version of him, like this. But trying to decide which one would be better, because, like, so entering with Rage 3, you would do, what? It's 6. Yeah, it's a 6 damage, so you would do 12 times 2, which is 24, which is good. You're only 1 below this guy, and you're hitting twice, right? So you could get 2 kills with this, but we're missing on this slay trigger. Or, well, actually, you're actually doing, it's still less, because you'd still get 6 damage from this, so it'd be 31 versus 24. I want a cat. Oh, here comes Mikey. He's sniffing his water bowl. He's thinking. I don't know what he's doing now. He's trying to fit. Oh, I think some food fell under the sink, and I think he's trying to fish it out. This leads to good scaling. This is just, multi-strike and armor, which is good. It's tough. I like both of them, but which one would I want? This is really good scaling if we can make it work, but I'm gonna take the armor. Let me turn mine down just a little bit more. They get +4. And y'all already enter with Rage. I kind of want to try it. I'm gonna try it just to get, because I want a unit draft, and the reason, the method behind my madness is I'm gonna stick, because they've got rage. I'm gonna stick him up here, and I'm just gonna use spells to clear out everything else. We are gonna be Ember Drain next turn, but like boop, boop, and then boop. There you go. So you're toasted, which is good. Like, we could play this here. Yeah. And then, do we want to summon a Train Steward here, or do we want to kill you? I say we kill you. I guess it doesn't matter how we do it, because we're going to get a Train Steward, you know, at another point in time. Well, there's really nothing else to play, but we should line up the rest of this with Train Stewards if at all possible. Do this. We do that. There we go. And then I'm putting a Train Steward here. We're going to be Ember Drain next turn, but I needed something to block the hit. Get one hit. Why are you healing? Oh, you have lifesteal. I will let our pyre take the damage to put some frostbite on you. Now this might, we might be able to get you. Hold up. And we got you. Good stuff. Okay. The armor came in handy. Deal 15 damage to enemy units, or armor 10, and summon apply armor 10 to friendly units. I don't know. Or we could just take fortify. Like, we can make stuff work with impressive. What would I like on this? I mean, like, if we could make an imp, and like if we could make one of these guys, like, stick you and you, like, stick a molting imp into another molting imp, and what is that? That would be 20 damage to all units. Make him endless, and then hit him with an impressive. That's not great, but you know, it's something. I'm gonna take 4 or 5. That could be interesting, because if we, I wonder if it works with impressive. Like, if, say, we have the Hornbreaker Prince, the Mollusk, and a Molten Imp. If we hit the Molten Imp with the impressive, since this is attuned, it should build, like, it should do increased damage based off of the magic power. Or we could do spell weakness. 25 to the front enemy unit twice. Like, we have a lot of spells, and we got frozen lances that already do to the front, but this does 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Where do you? We could sacrifice the Mollusk Mage into the Molten Imp and then make it endless, and that way every impressive gets an immediate 10 extra 10 magic power, which, what is it, magic, multiply the effects of magic power by 5, so 10 would actually be 50, which would do 100 damage to the front enemy unit. It'd be pretty funny. And then if we could stack some more, I don't know, stack more magic power on it, I don't know, we should in theory be able to kill the front enemy unit all the time, but as we tried to make that work last time, it's not always the front unit you gotta worry about, it's all the other garbage units that are in the back. I don't really want to take helical crystals because of the 2 cost, which we can fix, but also I'm a glutton for punishment, and I always go for unit upgrades instead of magic upgrades, or spell card upgrades. Okay, here we go. Now. So resolve, you apply armor 5 to friendly units. Okay. Or you apply frostbite on revenge. Or you sweep. I don't know which one I want more. Because I love the shark. Here, hold up. I'm gonna bring in the cat. Or a cat, at least. They're both gonna run once I open this bag. Really? So far, none of them are running. Where are you at, Keys? Really? They must be busy. Or they don't hear it? I don't know. No, they hear it. Well, I got 2 treats for whichever cat comes in here first. Maybe they're just super comfy. Or they're fighting each other, who knows. This could get armor to our units, which is nice. If we got a battering ram, that would be really good, but also you have to live. You dealing frostbite to all enemy units is really great for getting units to die. Like, you're just a good front unit to stick up there and just take damage. But you might be able to keep other units alive longer, but since we only have 5 pips currently, you're 2 and our champion is 2, it's pretty much just like stick you and the champion up on like the top floor and then do what we can to mitigate everything else until the relentless wave and hope there's enough armor. I don't think that's smart. Oh, let's actually check this first. I don't want any of these. Action. Plus 10 and incant armor 2. I don't really care about any of them. This is what we got working with. Okay, so we did get endless and we did get HP. I want both of these. The problem is, because I want HP on you, but I also want you endless. That way we can play you at the bottom with like our champion, and when you die we just stick you back, right? But I also like the endless molten imp deal. And it's like, which one is more beneficial? So like, say we make the molten imp, because like, I mean, so this is my thought process. This is my thought process. So say we make the imp endless. We stick this guy. Like, if we could make you endless and make you holdover and free, then we stick you here. You gain a little bit more HP, but it's only 4, right? Anything that does any kind of damage is going to kill you in one hit still. So that's not going to be a problem. In which case you'll still be able to take damage and apply frostbite, right? But then if we can ever hit you with an impressive, it's going to deal 100 damage to the front enemy unit. Whereas if we made you endless, you're just a good tank, right? You take the damage, you die, you come back. I'm gonna try it on the imp. I'm gonna try it on the imp. I'm gonna put HP on you though. And then we're gonna come here. 30 magic power. Here we go. So 30 magic power on this is 200 damage, plus an extra something or other. Like, okay. This, I think that has to happen, and then this has to be holdover. And then we purge you. So hold on, this is actually 10 damage. Because actually, hold on, let me read attuned again. I forgot what it does. So attuned is multiply the effects of magic power by 5. So this was 50. We got 30. 30 times 5 is 150, plus 50 is 200. Okay. So then if we put you into you, that's 10 magic power, which is 50, which is only 250, which granted is more. But would we rather do 20 damage to all enemy units? Except, like, instead of 5, right? I think that's the play. I think now that we've got the 30 magic power on this, we don't need the Mollusk Mage into the Imp. Because whereas this was going from 50 to 100, which is good damage to, I would say, you know, really good damage, we're now going from 200 to 250, which is like awesome damage to slightly more awesome damage, right? But I think doing this will be better as far as AoE is concerned. So we're going to sacrifice you. And we're going to stick you into you. So now you're doing 20 damage to all enemy units. So now you should be able to kill most, like, standard-ish-esque enemies up until the later stages. But the later stages, in theory, is why we have Impressive. If we can get holdover on that, then we'll be happy. But the problem is we're already at 50 and we haven't even gotten to our second fight yet. So, depending, I think now, because I want to go here to get another upgrade for like our Titan Sentry or maybe for our Molten Imp. Like what else would you need? You're already endless. What would I want you to have? Honestly, nothing. Like I don't think I really want you to have anything. But you, I want you to either have, like, you know, more HP or maybe make you endless, or heck, even give you a large stone. I'm not against that, but then we lose out on the Molten Imp being able to be played on the same floor. But I think we need holdover on Impressive. Spikes 3, no. We don't need the gold, at least not currently. Alright, so we did get this, but we didn't get our Imp. The problem is, I don't want this much damage coming out, like, turn 1. But again, if we had the Imp, it's like we play the Imp and they all die, right? I think because you have haste, I think we play both up here. And we try our best to I don't know, kill you guys. Do I want to play you down here? I don't want to, because you're just gonna die. There's no point. I'd rather play you right here. Oh, that's right, you all enter with rage. I totally forgot about that, but still. Okay, how can we do this? 2 damage. We can kill you. 3 damage. We could kill you, and you are a pain. You are dealing most of the damage. You're all dying because of the frostbite. So let's kill you. You're only taking 4. Let's give you some armor. And you have a damage shield. Oh, that stinks. Alright, so our imp is nowhere to be seen. How do we do this? I think we torch, frozen lance, torch. That way you guys are dead. You're doing 5 damage, but you're still gonna die. And at least we get rid of all these guys. So, kill you. Kill you. Kill you. There you go. You're only taking 5. You're dead, which is fine. This is gonna be a thing. I mean, it's useful, and he is endless, so we might as well stick you here. I mean, I could play the Mollusk Mage, because he can do something, I guess. Yeah, we'll play the Mollusk Mage. Oh, well, we can't play the Frozen Lance, so we lose out on that, but that's fine. And then we play this again, and we're going to give you some Frostbite and Frozen Lance. And we're going to hope we can dish out 160 something damage, and we can. I don't believe it. I mean, I guess I kind of do. We do have a lot of HP on the shark, and he's dishing out a lot of Frostbite because of that. I don't want you. I don't want the Fledgling Imp. I do like Event though. Maybe. Or Ascend a unit. I like it, don't get me wrong. This is AoE. We can stick some magic power on this, like just some cheap magic power, play it for 0, and because I've learned you don't want to put minus costs on this, because say you put like 2 -2s on it, that's however many pack shards that is, but that's, you know, essentially playing this for 0 is like playing it for 4, which is only 8 damage. Or you slap 2 10 magic powers on it, you play it for 0, you're doing 20 damage. So I'm gonna take a vent. You're also attuned. But I also, I don't know if I want you. But, because, I mean, it's not bad. But it's like, I don't want to fill up our deck with a lot of stuff. And we have a lot of stuff right now. We need to get rid of these train stewards. We need to finish with our Titan Sentry. We need to finish with Impressive. And then we need something, right? We need something to actually get the job done. And I don't know if Titan's Gratitude is the card to do it, but because I don't think spells are exactly what we want, but you never know. I mean, Impressive right now it's doing good work. If we could do something else to get rid of like every other unit, then that would be nice. Because as of right now, we're just flying by the seat of our pants. This discards a card at random. I don't want to do that, but it is 1, and it is attuned. I'm gonna skip. I don't know. And I think we go here and we hope for the holdover dream. We did it. The problem is we have to have this after we play our Endless Imp. Because if we don't, then we pretty much like won't see it again. Magic power and consumer -1. Is there a spell that we want -1 on? I mean, I would have liked it on Impressive, but I think the 30 magic power is really nice. Not putting you on Event. I'm not gonna make these guys free either. They're only 1 cost, and I don't want magic power and consume isn't awful. But like, and then like if we duplicated impressive. It wouldn't work because we only have the one imp that's endless. If we duplicated the imp, then that's something, but then, you know, I don't know. That might, you know, that's not awful. Duplicate the imp first, and then duplicate the spell. We have 2 hell vents. We can get rid of some garbage. It's worth a shot, maybe. So 20 magic power and consume. I'd say, I don't know, stick it on a torch. We'll stick you on a torch. High cost targeted damage, and I think we re-roll, and then I guess we're just gonna stick you on another torch. Or we could do it on a flash freeze. We'll just do it on a torch. Because I don't want my vent to consume. I want regular magic power on this. Or heck, even 30. But we're already at 50, and I'm afraid. So we'll do that. Let's check this out for a second. Spell chain, hold on. When played, add a copy of this card will be added, but it costs +1 against purge. We could put that on fortify and get some armor going, but can't put it on impressive. No use putting it on anything else. Yeah, and I don't want to sacrifice anything else. Like, what do we got, right? We have a mollusk mage. I don't want to get rid of our Titan Sentry. You know, like, we could sack the mollusk mage into the Titan Sentry, but I'd rather, like, I don't know, maybe get a unit that adds a lot of HP or something and stick it on the Titan Sentry or something. I don't know. I don't think we use any of that. Let's peep this. What are you giving me? The most blessed sword? No. Ooh. Okay. Copy a card 5 times, or copy a card once. Well, now you know I'm thinking. Copy the imp 5 times, and just go to freaking town, right? Just summon imps after imp after imp, dealing AoE damage, and they're all endless. It's gonna eat up our draw pile when they die, though. And then we can just use impressive on all of them. Why not? Let's just go for the meme. And we want this, and then we can duplicate this as we do it, right? So this is stupid, but if it works, I feel like pain and panic off of Hercules. If is good. We gotta let our pack shards kind of die down a little bit, right? We gotta get out of this threat level midnight stuff. And I guess we're going. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You all die, and he ate the damage, right? Because you ate a little bit, but like I could play this and do some damage. Yeah, I could play this, do damage, die, and we won't be Ember Drain next turn. Or I could just deal 22 damage to you. This will do 20 damage. So this will do 20 damage. It'll kill you, do some damage to you, but this will actually get it out of our deck. I'd rather just do this. Okay, wait. Why are you dying? I thought you would have died naturally. Oh, because you're getting hit and you're dying from the spikes. So you having spikes is garbage, but it's fine. There we go. Alright, so this does eat into our draw really bad. But it's okay because honestly, like, this works really well. And I'm giving you frostbite. It works really well with this whole his whole little mechanic of the front unit takes damage on death. Because we do damage, and well, that okay, so that didn't work, but it's all right. You're still dying, which is fine. I'm gonna summon you here then. And I think part of me wants capacity so we can have more imps here. But the other part of me wants draw because we're going to get through our deck real slow once we get all these imps, right? Like, our discard pile is 4. We're not going through a whole lot, right? So we're gonna do this. That's fine. Hopefully, at least. There we go. We got impressive. So it's like, this I don't care about, but what if I summoned you? Because apparently you're gonna live. So I summon you because I guess you don't count as a unit. Summon you. You live. But you're taking 33 damage. But also I could do like 220 damage to you. And I can just kind of keep doing that, which is going to be awesome. So we're just going to, yeah, we're just going to follow you. Yeah, we're just going to follow you and continue to do that. And we'll just, we'll make it to where you die. I don't want you to take 33 damage, but we've got 2 waves remaining. And you're coming down, oh, you're in the middle floor, that's fine. But we got stuff we can do. So I'm actually going to summon you back here, just in case. I know it's fine, but like, this is actually really nice as long as the boss is open, right? If the boss is open, I can just follow them and dish out a bunch of damage. But when they're not open, like when the lanes start getting filled up, that's when it's a problem. But like, case in point, so I mean, he's dead, but this actually, this isn't going to hit him at all. But what we can do that. Now you're toasted, and then we can summon you here, and look, now you only got 4 HP. So if it works great. But that's the thing. Discard your hand, draw 5. Ugh. I do like reinforce. Consume magic power in 0. It'll probably draw a lot of these spells, which I'm not against. But if it draws impressive, then that's awful, right? Or we can reinforce, double the amount of armor on a unit, which puts you from 10 to 20, unless you have this, which puts you from 15 to 30. I mean, again, that's not awful, but when I'm thinking we're going against the melee weakness Seraph, that won't save you. But also, if we can, like, I don't know, stack up armor somehow, which as of right now we can't, so I shouldn't have that in my head. It's kind of like, how often are we going to play this? We can play it because it does consume. Like, we can play it on you, and then there goes our whole turn, right? Because we don't have the energy unless we make you cost less, which we can do. This, I think we want this, mostly because, is this new art? Because I remember, because we've killed the last divinity with it, but I never, I don't know, paid attention to the art. Discard your hand, draw 5. That helps with our current draw problem, where when we get a bunch of imps and we're not getting through our deck as fast as we need to. But if we go to the duplicate path and start with the void portal thing, whatever, we can start getting rid of our train stewards, where we're going to draw more imps, and we can put those on other relative floors where they aren't going to do anything at the moment, but at least I don't know, we'll have them, but we can get rid of our train stewards and get rid of, you know, some of these basic torches, basic lances, to kind of help our deck draw what needs to be drawn. Okay. We might be able to make Consumer of Crowns work. That's just not worth it. But if we have how many imps in play? Like, if we have 3 imps in play, you cost 1. Which is not impossible. How much capacity are you? You're 3 pips. Alright. I want you to be quick and have multi-strike. Mikey's sleeping in front of the front door, Split sleeping on the chair and the bench. Alright, well, they're sleeping. So, I guess no one's getting these treats then. I want you to have quickness and multi-strike, but those are 2 rare upgrades, and I don't have the money for that. If I had to choose one, you know, I don't know. I would take whichever one I got first. The real question is, do we want draw, energy, or capacity? Capacity means we can play more than 1 imp on our base floor, which is good. It's more of a... more enemies are wasting their hits, killing the imps, and that would be 40 damage to all enemy units, which is nice, and then that allows us to hit impressive a lot more. But also we would run into the issue with energy where the imps cost 1 to play, like to summon, and then impressive costs 1 to play, and we only have 3 energy, which means we can summon 2 imps and play impressive once, and that would be our whole turn, right? Pretty much at least 2 of our energies are always reserved for summoning an imp and playing impressive. So I don't know if capacity is actually a good idea. So I think we go draw to get through our deck more. So this is what I'm talking about. We don't need the Pyre Health. I do like an artifact, but like we can duplicate. Actually, hold on. Let me think about it now, because do we need to duplicate impressive? I don't know if we do. I feel like if we cause I was gonna say, like, maybe, you know what, maybe could have been a better choice is, say we took, we can't do anything about it now, but like, what if we took capacity so we could summon 2 imps, even though we're only going to be blowing up 1 of them, but then the next time, say when we get to Fel, assuming we win, we take energy, so then we'd have 4, in which case we could play both imps and both impressives, and we'd have the capacity and the energy to do it, and that would be 400 damage total, but 200 to the front enemy unit twice. That's not bad, but also I don't think we need to duplicate it yet. Are we coming? I do want the Void, though. I want the Vortex, but are we coming across a Merchant of Steel? We are. In which case, I want to put stuff on our Consumer of Crowns, because if the imps don't work out, the Consumer of Crowns is our next best bet. And seeing as the imps are endless, we should always have imps on the field, in which case you should always cost less, except for the fact that we draw you turn 1 and then we never see you for the rest of the fight. That would bum me out. I think we go here and take the money, probably take money here, take this, and then hope for the best on the next floor here, because so bypass the hell vents entirely, come here and hope to get some upgrades for the consumer of crowns. No, I don't want any of those. Ooh. Okay. Yes. That way, we might be able to make Consumer Crowns work on turn 1. Do I want anything here? -2 or intrinsic? What is this? We starts in our opening hand. Or -2. We can put a -2 here, but I don't want the pack shards for it yet. Making something intrinsic, can't put it on you, and everything else is kind of garbage. Are there any essences that I want? I don't know, 5 and 15 maybe on you just for some extra HP. Who knows? But how many more stuff we got? We got gold. We can take that. We got an artifact. We can take that. All right, so that's 25 right there. That puts us at 75. More gold. We can take that, which puts us at 85. And then we can do something here, or do like a Hellvent or something to get to 100, like right here. I'm trying to be a little more conservative with my pack shards because I tend to go all out at the beginning to try to make myself as powerful as possible, and then I just get stomped. So let's upgrade our champion. Slay gain armor 10, revenge gain rage 2. So this would make, did we take that card? Did we take that spell? We didn't take it. All right. Well, so on Slay, you do 15 times 2, which is actually 21 times 2. So 21 times 2, if you get a kill, you get 10 armor, which is nice. If you take damage, you gain more rage. This is, what, 11 times 3, which is 33. So 33, or, what is this? What was it? There is 15 plus 6 is 21 times 2, which is 41. So this is more damage. Less hits, but more damage. And if it gets a kill, you gain armor. And you're a little, less squishy. So like a sweeper or a spike unit is going to do less to you. I think we go... But I really want the Slay gain damage, but that's not going to happen. Unless we go this path, and then maybe the final upgrade we can get it, but I think we go here to try to make him a little bit tankier. We'll try it. Again, just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. You're a butt, you're a butt, and you're a butt. Units appear on each floor. Depending on how many imps we draw, that might not be awful. But also, I don't want to risk it because this is gold. And we can come to this merchant and steal, and we can get rid of some garbage too. So I think no. I think if we got a lucky first turn, we could do it. But seeing as that was not the case, then I'm not about that life. And let's see. I guess we're just gonna play our whole hand. You're not dead. You're close, but not quite. I'm gonna summon you here, and we can put the Consumer Crowns up here, I guess. If now we need our imps, right? Naturally. Okay. So goodbye, you. We're never gonna see you again. Okay. Imp. And then I want you to die, but also I don't want you guys to live, so I think we let you go. let's see. We can't kill you. We can kill you with these two, but then our pyre takes 3 damage. In which case then you deal damage to you and we might be able to kill you next turn. Let's try it. Let's let our pyre take damage. Give you some armor. You stink. What can we do with this? We can do this. Hold on. Summon you. There we go. Summon you. Or and then we could do this and let our pyre take 3 damage again. But at least now we don't have any more of those of the garbage in our deck. Alright, so this, I guess this works. Here. Here. And then you're gonna hit our pyre once for 6. I don't like it, but also, like, because I could play you and kill you, but then we're Ember Drain next turn. I don't want that. I could play you, and you'll be less happy. If we could get the spell, or the artifact that's like units cost -2, then we're going to be loving life. Alright, so let's go ahead and just do this. Actually, hold on. Are you consumed? No, you're not. Let's just do this. Right? Yeah, yeah. We'll do this. And then we'll kill you. I don't think we put any imps down here. But what if we put an imp right there? Okay. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. And then somehow I think we still have... You put garbage in our deck, but you can just die. That worked out really well. So yeah, our problem right now is not so much... Alright, so that's kind of nice, actually. -4. We could stick this in the Consumer of Crowns. That's what's gonna happen. But like... What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we're not bad on like the relentless waves, because if we can get it narrowed down to just the boss, then we can do 200 damage. Like, we can do a cumulative amount of what, 1 2 3 2 4 6 of 600 damage just from blowing up an imp 3 times, right? First floor, middle floor, top floor, which is insane. But the problem is, if we can get silence, on the Seraph, then that would be great, but I don't think it's going to happen. Sap 2 to enemy units, or Sap 3 and discard a card at random. The Sap, what is it? It's -2, so it's kind of like inverse rage, honestly. So that's -6. Yeah. But our problem is the waves leading up to Relentless. Like, we're kind of stuck in a rut dealing with whatever we can as our draw happens. But once we get at least one imp in our impressive, then that's when we start dishing out a lot of damage. But I think we gotta go here. And let's check the artifact first. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. So now a single imp does 40 damage. Or we can make 50% chance to make units dazed. That's tough. Imps could do a lot of damage, or the enemies could do no damage. I think we want this. The better chances we have of killing the regular units with our imps, the happier we'll be. So let's get rid of these train stewards. And then let's see what we got. We're probably going to take the gold quickness. All right, so we're taking quick. We're putting it on you. Next, I want the multi-strike. Let's actually leave and take the gold because I want to be able to do proper math. So 60 plus 25 is 6, 7, 8, 85. So 85 minus 220. It's something. It is definitely something, and I just can't do that math quick in my head. Is 135, so we could still afford whatever's here. In which case, we could put HP, we could put more HP on you. We could put more HP on you. Even though you won't be endless, which stinks because that means you're probably gonna get eaten by the melee weakness. But what about like the imps? Like, sure, they only have 1 HP, but we have, what, 5 pips? So that's 3 imps. They eat up 3 attacks. So it doesn't matter how much damage they do. It doesn't matter how much damage they do. If we can keep them to like a 3 hit minimum, then our champion will be safe. But also, they'd also be dealing out because they trigger twice now. So this is 20 damage, which is actually 40 damage. So 3 imps with 40, that's 120 damage. Just by summoning 3 imps, right? To all enemies. That could be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna give you HP. Then we're gonna re-roll. And we got multi-strike. I can't believe it. We got quick and multi-strike for the Consumer of Crowns. I honestly don't believe it. If we can get him played, we're gonna be happy. The problem is getting him played. And if we either get him turn 1, and because we start with what, 7 plus 3, so we either get him turn 1 and we play him and only him and our champion. Except for an imp. Imps we can play. That works. Or we have to get imps out to get him until we can stick the Pyre Chomper into you, because that's just going to happen. What do I want to have? What am I doing? What do I want to have? More HP? Nothing. I can't give you any HP. You guys, I don't care about you at all. And I don't want my imps to have HP. I want them to die regularly so I can bring them back. I think that was my downfall last time, was I tried giving some imps HP. Stealth. Alright. So this is interesting. Armor 15? No. Harvest, you gain armor, and then you grant damage on death. Alright, so this is... At least you're not the sweeper. You are stealth, which stinks, but at least you're not the sweeper. What if we stuck you down here? You would kill that, and that's it. I think we stick you on the middle floor. I think we stick you on the middle floor. And I want to stick you down here, but you would die. So what if no, hold on. I'm thinking. What if we just have the bottom floor as our imp floor? Like, we just summon a bunch of imps right here to try to kill any garbage, right? We keep something up on the second and third floor. Like, we could put you, I don't know, we could put you up here. I'm just trying to think. We could put you up here, in which case you're quick and multi-strike, which is nice. You're a little squishy. The HP is something to be desired, right? But you deal 200 damage, right? Before anyone gets to do anything. So we could stick you here to clean up what's left, hoping that you don't take damage. Or we could stick you up at the top and let our Hornbreaker Prince and the Shark do their thing, and you can be our anchor. I think we're gonna do that. Assuming we get through this fight. That's tough. I kind of want to go here and maybe get some trinkets. Or just to get rid of more garbage, because I don't think we need any more upgrades. You're stacked. I don't want anything on you guys, except for, like, I don't know, maybe damage or something. And you're stacked. And you guys I want to get rid of. So, yeah. So we either get this guy. Okay, so you're dead, which is great. We get two go-arounds. Question is, do we play imps or you? What if we put the Titan Sentry in front of you? And then put imps here. Why are you not getting hurt? You're not quick. You're gonna take damage, you're gonna gain rage, and you're gonna slay and gain armor, I guess. But my thought is, play you up here. And that can be our anchor. You're whatever. And we just summon the imps as we get them. So we're gonna be Ember Drained for another turn. But we have a solid top floor. And then we can do this, or do we want to do... that's going to be a problem. You know what? You're not even going to be a problem. We're going to kill you before you even get to attack when you're up there. Yeah. And then you're going to... Yeah, you're going to die. You're going to die turn 1. So yeah, look, we're freaking going. Do this, and you gain armor. Cool. Peace. I would like to get more imps out there. That would be real nice. We could play you just to give us energy, but then what? I don't know. I mean, why not? We can put. Hold on. Do any of y'all have harvest triggers? You do. You apply armor when you die. Okay, so let's not. We could play you here, and you could be, I don't know, a little bit more. But this is what I'm thinking. Do this. We gain so much energy because it triggers twice. Okay. And we're gonna kill you because you're impressive, and we got you, and we're just gonna try to do as much damage as possible. And honestly, it kind of doesn't matter because he's just gonna mop the floor up with him. So we're gonna do this. What if we did this? Hold on, because I'm thinking no. Let's just do this. Do this. Do this. Beautiful. All right, here we go. This is the turn I wanted. So we're gonna give you armor just because. I could sap you, but that's not my style. And then blow up one of you. Now you're at 340 HP. And you're not dead because you're losing, you're still burning off your stealth. But like, just look at this. Granted, what does stink is now, well, I mean, you're gonna burn off your stealth 1 on this floor and against you. And then once you can attack, you're just dead. Yeah, one thing that stinks is we can't summon any more imps up here. But I liked how that turned out. That turned out really well. If we can keep that going, that would be great. I don't want any of these. And I don't want any of these. We get daze units, that's not bad, but also I don't want to discard my hand. Give me the money. So that worked out really well, actually. I think we go here. And let's get rid of some... Actually, before we get rid of our train stewards, let's look and see if there's a train steward thing. Alright, so we can't afford any of these. That could have been interesting. Cards and reward pack and unit banners come with a random upgrade. Nah, don't care. So we don't have the money for merchant and trinkets, but it's fine. We're gonna get rid of you, and we're gonna get rid of you, and eventually we're gonna get rid of the rest of our stuff. Hold on. When you first summon your champion, gain a random unit card with +10, +10, -1, and -1. No. 50% chance to apply spell weakness 1 when an enemy unit enters your train. No. At the start of battle, draw until you have 10 cards. Yes. That way we might be able to set everything up turn 1. Unlikely, but not impossible. It increases our chances. Okay. So, I think we do the same thing, right? Except, do we want you at the top like last time? And you in the middle like last time? Did we like that? I think we liked it. You're toasted turn 1. That's fine. Like, well, if we summon the consumer crowns up here, you're toasted turn 1. And then just have this be an imp floor. I think that did good work for us. The endless imps on this floor dishing out all that AoE damage. You picking off what you can with a couple imps in reserve potentially, and then you guys just demolishing what's left. I like it. We're going to be ember drained, but it's okay. So this is what I'm thinking. This is only going to make you cost less, which is why I'm playing you. Get toasted. Get toasted. You're not dead, but that's fine. We need you here. We need you here. We need you here. And then play this. We could put the mollusk mage here or we could put the mollusk mage like back here just in case we get impressive soon. I'm not against it. Or we could stick it here for like I don't know, some semblance of an HP shield for you. Or we could play this and do something. Like get you killed turn 1. But it doesn't matter. Let's just do this. I don't know. Oh, well, you're dead anyway because you summoned Mollusk Mage. I gotcha. So yeah, we did kind of get turn 1 kind of set up. So we're Ember Drain, which stinks, but it doesn't fully matter because we got the units out that we needed. Like, we've got, what, 5 or 6 Molten Imps? It's okay if we miss 1, right? Do this. I would like you guys to die, though. That would be beneficial to me. And you have Spell Shield 3. Yeah, we're gonna do that just to purge your, not purge your Spell Shield. I don't know if the Frostbite stacked on you will, it bypasses Spell Shield. Okay, so that's cool. we're gonna play you here. Then we're gonna do this. I would really like my impressives, please. Maybe I should let these units like kill my imps. Play this, and I'll play this. And I guess we'll just, I don't know, do what we can. So this is a thing where our imps aren't dying because we are killing everything, but also that might not be a bad thing. I'm not entirely sure. You're dead, that's fine. You're gonna die, that's actually fine. I'm fine with that floor. We'll dish that out. Now 2 of you are dying, wonderful. I'm okay with that. I want to summon this imp, but I also want you to die. So I think that's a fair trade. We could do some damage because you guys aren't gonna die anyways. We might as well. I don't know. Get you closer to dying, I guess. Why? Oh, because we have. There you go. Because we have Mollusk Mage. We have yet to get impressive. We should get it this turn. If we don't, it's guaranteed the next turn. Okay. Good stuff. What we can do is we can... I'm thinking. I want to play this, but also, you know, we could do this, but that would ice you, and you know, then what? I'm just trying to think of the best play. So you're doing 100 damage times 2. Quick. So that's fine. Both of you guys are dead before you get to do anything, so I don't care about you. You are taking 6 damage. I don't want that. Hey Mikey, if you hop up here, I got 2 treats for you. We could play an imp here. We could play 2 imps here and then pop an impressive, which will kill you, and do a number on you. But our pyre takes 5 damage. I think that's fine. You're taking 200 damage. You will be dead next turn, and we can do a number in you guys. And you're still alive. You'd still be alive, so you're gonna get a kill at least. Okay. Oh, never mind. So you're gonna die. Yeah, that's right. That's how we set it up. Okay. I mean, we could impressive and kill you, but we don't need to. Let's just do this. Boop. And then you die. Wonderful. So, depending on how the rest of these waves go, I think we're okay. Okay, I would like our pyre to stop taking damage, though, from the freaking penance card. I kind of don't care if you die either. Like, your damage output is not that great, honestly. Like, we dish out more damage just by summoning imps, right? So, like, what if we just took energy and just played all of our imps? So, we can do this. Oh, actually, hold on. What if we just killed one and then played this? You guys... It would kill you, which is good. And then you guys die, which frees up our endless imps going forward. You live and you put garbage in our deck still. So if I summon one, but then we lose out on this, and we kind of have to have this going into the relentless wave. So what if we let our pyre just take 5 damage? Do this. Y'all are dead. You're gonna be dead. I don't want you to die, but also it kind of doesn't really matter. We could do this, kill you, and then what? Yeah. Okay. And then we could summon you. You won't die, and you'll kill the imp. Yeah, do that. You take no damage, you die, you're endless, you take a lot of damage, you're almost dead. Yeah, that works a lot better. Our pyre still takes 5 damage, but it's fine. Stop. I think we just let that happen. You're toasted. Go. And now I do see the value of duplicating this, but also because like once we have our imps out here that are just living, we kind of need a way to kill them so that we can continue playing them. But then okay, so learned that does count as a spell, which does take away spell shield. It doesn't bypass that. Good to know, because at least now we're on the relentless wave. So let's just go ahead and play this, and we'll just summon all the imps we can. You're fine. I don't care about you. We get our imps back. Summon. Summon. Kill one. Beautiful. And then you die in like 3 hits. Okay. I like it. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 2 times the number of spells in your deck 3 times. So I think it's 34 times 3, which is what, 90, 102? I think for 3, nah. We have other cards that need to be played. Now this getting some minus on it is nice. But again, I don't think we take. I think we take money because Sap and Frostbite could be nice, but it's like if we had like Permafrost on it, that would be useful. But I don't know. I'm just afraid because like I never really play the Sap cards because I'm too busy playing my imps. Now this is the real question. If we take capacity, we can play an imp on the top floor with our Consumer of Crowns and the Shark. And that gives us an extra 240 damage. 1 from them exploding twice, or 1 from their summon effect triggering twice, and 2 from blowing them up with Impressive. So that way we're not just relying on Consumer of Crowns doing his thing, right? And because it'll be the relentless wave, we can then summon another imp because they'll all be dead and endless. We'll have multiple imps on that turn. And what if? Here's a thought. This is way far ahead. This is last Divinity fight. Play all of our imps on the sweep floor, and then just continue to play them. And we're just constantly doing damage that way. Because it's like, that's like a 12-way fight. The thing that stinks with that, though, is the bosses that he summons. That's going to be a problem. Unless we can get the Consumer of Crown. I think the top floor is... I think the top floor might be Trample. I don't know. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Energy would be nice so we could play more, right? If we had an extra energy, I know I'm like half off, but I'm thinking if we had 4 energy consistently, we could play 2 imps, we could duplicate an impressive and play 2 impressives, and that's 400 damage, which is nice. That can dish out a lot of damage. If we take capacity, And draw gets us through our deck faster, which is nice, but we already have draw. We got some draw going on. I don't think we need extra draw. The capacity the only reason capacity is good for me is because it allows me to play an imp on the 3rd floor, which one, it can take melee weakness from the Seraph. It can just take the melee weakness from the Seraph. It is higher than a minion level unit though, so it will trigger any incants, like the rally incant for the Seraph if he's on that floor. But also, as long as the Consumer of Crowns can kill whatever gets up there before they get to attack, then we should burn off any melee weakness before the Seraph gets up there. My concern, and that could be really nice. I was going to say my concern, but what also kind of in a way helps us against the Seraph is because our imps are endless, it doesn't matter if they have melee weakness. They're going to die anyways. That's kind of their point. In which case, and because we don't really care about our champion, we don't care if he's melee weak either. We're just, as long as we can keep the top level protected, except the Seraph does do damage, which is a pain. He does hit, which is a pain in the butt. But our imps shouldn't have a problem dying. But if we take energy, we can, hold on, are we hitting a duplicate anytime soon? No, it's right before the Seraph. It is right before the Seraph. This puts us at 85, and then we gotta get something here. We're gonna sack the imp into the Consumer of Crowns. That's what it was. Oh yeah, you're come up here. Hey Mikey, yeah, these two are yours. Good boy. So I'm thinking, I'm running it through my head, because we could come here. We're probably going to come here anyways. We don't need the money, but we can upgrade some spells, maybe put some more consume, or maybe put magic power on vent, because we haven't played that like at all. We played it once. Unless we need pyro remains, and in which case it's going to be a problem. But it's kind of like we can come here to maybe get something useful out of concealed caverns, and the money kind of doesn't matter. Except for the Merchant of Trinkets. Yeah, I'll say that. Merchant of Trinkets maybe, but Merchant of Magic, yeah, because we don't need a steal. I do want this. We might need this. But it's between you or you. I think the damage we gain from taking the extra energy and duplicating one of our only impressive will mitigate the loss from being able to put an imp on the top floor. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me, because I am afraid of, since we can't put anything up there and since our shark isn't endless, once because the shark can be melee weak, and then the Seraph hits him, and now the shark is dead, right? But my thought is, like, with the extra energy, we can summon more imps per turn, which deals more damage cumulatively AoE based, which may or may not kill the floor units, in which case we can use our impressives to deal damage directly to the Seraph, except for the fact that he gains damage on every unit we play on his floor and every spell we play on his floor. Because if we take capacity going into the Seraph fight, yes, we can play an imp in front of the shark. But if we play it when the Seraph is up there, he's going to gain 3 damage. I think it's 3. He gains 1 damage per spell incant, and then 3 damage per rally. I'm going to take Fell's Remorse. I'm going to bank on the damage we deal outweighing the loss from that. We're gonna take this money. Oh yeah, your money. You're that. That's what you are. We're gonna take the money. Let's check what the Merchant of Magic has going for us. Remove consume cost +1. I don't have that on anything that I want to not consume. Magic power. Okay, magic power goes on you. Now we can have now we have a reason to play you for 0. -1 can go on. I think -1 can go on one of you guys. I think I put it on you. Do I want to remove consume on you? Do I even want you? Like, honestly, because most of our, once we get going, most of our hand are just imps. Holdover. Do we want anything else to have holdover? Maybe fortify, maybe. I don't know. No, that fills up our hand too much. A free 10 damage to all enemy units, that's not the same as being able to play an imp, right? We can play it for free, but, you know, man. We could put holdover on fortify. It's free, and it is free 5 armor. We could start stacking that on the consumer of crowns, maybe. But with our imps dying, it's going to be, what, we draw like 6 cards every turn. It's going to be imps, any imps that die, and then impressive and armor if we put holdover on that. And if we're planning on duplicating it, it's just going to be that hand over and over and over. And I don't think that's wise, but we're going to put magic power on you. We're going to make something else cost less. You know, we could do this. We could put a holdover on sap. And then make it free. I'm not against that. That could actually be useful. The sap, because we can do that on the Seraph, because it's targetable, isn't it? Yes, it is targetable. We do discard, but this is the play. Play everything we need to play, and then play that card, because like we'll use it because it's free and because it's held over. It doesn't matter, right? We can play it at the end, and whatever we discard was not going to get played anyways. Play whatever we need to play. Sap the Seraph for 6. He gains 1 damage because of the incant, but he loses 6 damage from the sap, and that has to wear off, and we can continually do that to him. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm glad I thought of it. Thank you, brain. What do we got going on here? I don't want any of these. What is this? Draw X and apply -1. All right, so that's actually not bad. No. No. All right, so, I mean, this actually isn't bad, but do I want it? I'm just afraid of, like, we could play it for 1, but we're going to be using our energy, right? We're going to be using our energy. Because we're going to be, in theory, we're going to be summoning 2 imps and then playing impressive and then some other card, right? In theory, another imp. We could take this, but it fills up our deck, right? We got 30 cards. We don't need that. Plus, we've already killed the last divinity with it. I'm thinking, do we need it? Need? No. But it could help if we get like a garbage draw. Like if we get it and like nothing else, like none of our imps die, which as of right now is highly unlikely because most of the units that are enemy units that are coming in now have like hundreds of HP. So our imps should be dying. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. There's a gnat flying in here. How did a gnat? I was gonna say how did a gnat get in here, but oh crap! No. Champion. I don't know. 15 times 3 isn't bad. Plus the rage, but the rage burns off. Let's do this. If you get kills, then you'll be a little bit tankier, which might come in handy. All right, this is great. No, we don't need the money. Okay. So, I think we stick with the plan. You come here. You come here. You come here. You come here. We did not get Shark Boy, but it's fine. We're gonna give you armor. And then I guess we just play everything else. How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Damage, damage, frostbite, yeah, and then it. That's fine. Alright, Shark Boy goes here. You're gonna die turn 1, I don't care, so we're gonna dish out as much as we can. Beautiful. Okay. Pretty much the thought process is, if we can use our imps to get everyone down to where you'll die to him, then I'm happy. I don't care what happens here, honestly. You're just large. And we have this, so I'm gonna use it. But on what turn? You die in 1 hit, you die in 1 hit. So that's fine. I don't care what happens on this turn. Actually, he's straight up killing you and doing a good number on you. I want you. And we don't need the Pyre Chomper out there yet. There we go. You're all dying. That's honestly, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So we might as well dish out what we can. And oh wait, yeah, you don't do any damage. You have spikes, yeah, but you don't deal any damage. So let's. You're not even hitting anyone. This is -6. You all die to spikes. That's fine. I don't know. I'll sap you. That's fine. Okay. And now we have like pretty much the hand we're gonna have for the rest of the fight. You're dealing 99 damage, which will get you. All right, so we do need to summon some units up here, otherwise you're not gonna get the kill. And we can make do. So what if we did this? Did this? There we go, and now you're dying. Much better. And then we can summon these imps down here. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna sap you. Okay. You're gonna die, you're gonna take damage, you're somehow still working. And then you're gonna finish them off. That's fine. So then we can just, yeah, summon the imps down here. Get the kill. Do some work. We gotta play impressive. Let's see, you have 35. We could summon the imp and kill you, and then kill you, but then none of you die. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that. Let you live. And then, do this. Let you die, everyone's happy, sap you. Okay. I need these guys to die so we can play them down here. You're dead. You're still dead, but I'm going to play this. And then Okay. Kill you. And then we're going to summon these down here because I want them to die so I can bring them back. And then we're going to sap you. Just so I can have it for this. And it's just you, honestly. That's on you, buddy. Might as well. Yeah. This. Alright, so you do gain a lot of damage from that, but that's fine. We're gonna sap you. Yeah, that's worth it. There we go. We got you back down to 15. Well, your damage came up, but that's fine. Give me my imps back. You're gonna gain a lot of damage, but we can still sap you. Because I think the damage we deal to you exceeds what we got. I don't know. Maybe not, because you're going to kill our Shark Boy in like 2 hits. Yeah, this might be a problem. Alright. So we might have just... We honestly might have just lost. If only 670. If only I could summon an imp and kill him, right? Or do some damage. Oh, no, don't do that. Play this and then sap him. Alright, so yeah, I think we just lost. Yeah, we totally just lost. That hurts. You know, I think the mistake was playing too many imps on that fight. Not too on the fight on the Relentless Wave, because it triggered so many times. He just took a lot of damage, and because some of them got to hit him, which meant they did even more. I think he just gained more damage than the sap could mitigate. Also compared to the damage that we dealt out relative to the remaining HP he had left. I think maybe like just sticking with like one, like summon one imp, blow it up, let it run its course. Summon one imp, blow it up. If I could go back to that fight and just to test that idea, test that theory, just to see if it would work. It would be nice. I wonder if you can. I don't know. But we had something there. I think, you know, what if... No, I was going to say, like, what if we put the Consumer of Crowns on the bottom floor? But that wouldn't have worked either. Because he would have gotten kills, yeah, but we would have lost the Shark. Even though we could have mitigated losing the Shark with putting imps there. Because I'm just thinking of you know, him coming in on wave 1. You know, he gains damage as he takes damage. Funny, the stream's over. I don't know what you're coming in here for. But like, as he gains damage by taking it, we have our highest damage dealer, the freaking Consumer of Crowns, dealing 200 damage every 2 hits, whereas he only gains like 1 damage every hit. So we deal 200 damage, he gains 2 damage, right? So like, and we can hit him like that for a good while before he's able to kill us. And then on the and then for the rest of the run, or like the rest of the floors, it kind of wouldn't matter, because we'd just be summoning imps anyways, and they're not going to deal any amount of actual damage aside from their summon effects and impressive. So, buddy, you're just going to town, aren't you? So that's 2 potential avenues. Playing less imps on the Relentless Waves to keep him from taking as much damage, and gaining, you know, being at 40 something damage by the time he gets to our actual like DPS unit, or putting our DPS unit on the bottom and just try to keep them alive long enough to take care of or do enough damage to the boss to where maybe our imps can finish the job. Because let's see, we can do some math, because I don't know how much damage he came in with. I think he came in with like 14 or something. So let's just assume he came in with 14. Because I think when we summoned him, we got him up to like 20 or something like that. Or like when we summoned our imps on that floor, we got him up to like 20 something and then sapped him back down to 14. So like, let's say our shark dies, Consumer of Crown lives, but he does 14 damage. Let's say we have 2 imps in front of the Consumer of Crowns, so he can take 2 hits. So he would go from 14, we summon, and okay, so each imp actually hits him 4 times, because we get the regular imp summon, we get the additional summon from sacrificing the imp into it, and then summon abilities trigger twice, so they would hit 4 times. So he would go, so summoning the 2 imps would take him from 14, it would hit him 8 times. So he'd go from 14 plus 8 to 22. We sap him, which is minus 6. He goes to 16. It would go... I'm trying to do this math in my head, or not in my head, but I'm trying to like piece it all out, because then it goes... then we impressive, we destroy him, which hits him again for 200 damage, but like then maybe summon another imp, which also hits him again. All right, so I can't piece all that out, but and then so say we get 3 imps out there, because we summon 2, sacrifice 1, summon another one, just assuming we had 3 imps at the ready. We'd actually be hitting him 12 times instead of 8. And then our Consumer of Crowns hits him twice for 400 damage. He hits once. The rest of our units hits. Consumer of Crowns hits him for 400 damage, or excuse me, 200 damage. He hits the second imp, and then he hits for 200 damage again. So that's 246. That's 600 damage right there before he's even gotten to hit the Consumer of Crowns. And then he'd probably kill the Consumer of Crowns in like 2 hits. By that point, he'd kill the Consumer of Crown in 2 hits, which means Consumer of Crowns would get an extra 400, he'd either get 2 or 400 damage depending on what he did. So that's anywhere from 246, 8 to 1,000 damage, right? And then we get all of our imps back on the next turn, or well, whatever imps we had left. They do their summons, which would be 40 damage, right? Because it goes 20 times 2, which is 40. And then say we summon 3, that's 120. Sacrifice 1, that's 200. Or well, so 140 plus 200, that's 300 damage right there. He kills them because it doesn't matter. And then we do it again on the top floor. I think if we'd have done it that way, we would have won. Like, take away the champion, take away the shark. I think if we have kept Consumer of Crowns alive, had him on the bottom floor, and then just kept the imps going, just kept cycling them through, then I think we would have had it. So on one hand, it hurts to lose because it was such a strong run. But I think that boss's mechanic, and because I didn't piece it all out before the fight began, because I was thinking that like maybe we can deal so much damage on the run up that the Consumer of Crowns can just take him out, in one hit, like he has all the other, or well, mostly like in one hit, like he has with all the other bosses. That was not the case. And heck, what if instead of duplicating impressive, even though like we didn't get to duplicate impressive, this is just like thinking forward, assuming we had won that fight, instead of duplicating impressive, what if we duplicated the consumer of crowns? Because chances are we probably would have drawn him on turn 1, and then depending on the amount of imps that we had on turn 1, maybe we could play both, you know. And since we've always got imps out there, whenever we get the second one back around, if it happens, that's, you know, that's not bad. But yeah, that it's a painful loss, but it's also an understandable loss. Like, I understand where I went wrong fundamentally on that final fight that led to my demise, and I think we could have won if we'd have reversed everything, but that would have that would have taken foresight of someone who is not a scrub. So, but it's useful. We definitely, that is something that I should, you know, lock away in the brain for future reference of, you know, it's not just the boss. Like, we should plan out where we're going to play units based on the boss mechanics. Kind of like how I was talking about with the last divinity, right? We play our imps on the sweep floor so that they all die and we can all keep summoning them and dishing out all that damage. Smart. But I just didn't apply it to, or I didn't apply it effectively to this boss. Like, I had it in my head, like, yeah, we can just keep summoning our imps and dishing out a lot of damage, and then our consumer crowns will take out the rest. I guess the hubris got in the way because that combination worked, you know, so readily on every other boss. I didn't think critically enough about the amount, like the sheer amount of damage he would gain because of our summoning effects happening multiple times and then triggering twice and everything like that. So one imp is essentially 4 hits for the damage is nice, but, you know, the damage he gains, like the damage that he gains to deal, definitely becomes a problem. So yeah. Anyways, at least I pieced that together. So if there's a way to replay runs, I don't know, find a way to do it for mine, and let's see, and get to that fight and tell me what I did wrong. Can you just show the deep link? It says post a link to your clipboard that you can send. I don't want to view the run summary. I want you to like be able to do the run. I don't know. I don't know how you can. I don't know any of this really, but anywho, I think it could have been a win. It definitely could have been a win. Just that one lapse in critical thinking, I think, cost the fight. I think if we'd have been able to get through that fight, I think we could have won the run, because the Seraph doesn't gain damage on taking it. He only gains damage on incant and rally. So, like, you know, we summon one imp, he gains 3 damage. We play impressive, and he gains 1 damage, so that's a total of 4. We sap him, which is all in all is a net minus 1 for however much damage we end up dealing to him, right? Not including whatever other imps that we play, but the Seraph definitely would have been a tough fight because of the melee weakness. But I think, you know, assuming if we got through that fight too, then I think we could take care of the last divinity. I think the deck would have worked great against the last divinity because of the sheer amounts of AoE we had, the endless units that allowed it, and we had one solid like DPS character we can put out of harm's way and let him just do his thing. And hopefully that would have been enough damage to kill the last divinity before those bosses started coming around, right? But we'll never know. So let's go ahead, head over here, and we'll do our send off. We got Mikey. He showed up in the last little bit, so thanks for that, Mikey. What if he cursed the run, right? We were doing really well up until Mikey jumped in. What, Mikey, what if you're the bad luck? What if it's your fault? What if it's not my lapse of critical thinking or lack of mental fortitude? What if it is just the fact that a cat is in the room with me? Who knows? It'll remain a mystery, I guess, right? But anyways, it was a good stream. I felt good about it. Even though we lost, I still feel good about that run. Um, but we'll be back on Monday. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the stream early or at normal time because it's a holiday and I don't work. I might, depending on what all's going on, I might do the stream early and then take the night off, or I might just play normal schedule just because. I'm not certain, and it's probably bad of me to be up in the air between two separate times on the stream prior to it. But I guess just keep an eye out for my Twitter or just the notifications on Twitch on if I go live early or normal schedule. I'll probably send a tweet out at some point, either over the weekend or on the holiday, deciding on what I'm going to be doing, but I'll have to think about it. Anyways, good stream. We got a long week, or well, I say a long week, an extended weekend ahead of us, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm just thinking about my schedule for next week because we might have to bump Monster Train to Thursday next week, depending on what's going on. I think we definitely have to do that. I've got a lot of stuff going on in the upcoming weeks, so I'll have to keep you posted. Anyways, that's it. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your night. Get some good sleep. Have a good day tomorrow. Just enjoy that. Get some good sleep. Have sweet dreams. Eat some good food. Enjoy the holiday if you can. I know it is, it's a thing. But let's see, hold on. Yeah. Because, I don't know. I guess it's commercialized to be not celebratory, but, it's a holiday and everyone celebrates on holidays regardless of what the holiday is actually for. It's pretty much just a reason to be happy to get out of work, but for some people it may or may not be a happy day. But if you can find enjoyment out of it, enjoy your holiday. And if you can't, I hope you find peace. As I don't know, as insensitive as that might sound, I mean it genuinely. Just in case someone actually has, it, because it's a problem. I have family in the military, so I know what it's like. So yeah. Anyways, don't want to end on a sad note. Everyone have a great whatever, and I'll see you all on Monday at either early or normal time. Peace.